into the NHF.
Thrilled to share with you a glimpse into my journey as an NHF scholar. However, before getting into the video, I would like to talk a bit about what the NHF is all about for those who don't know. So every year, the Nigeria Higher Education Foundation meticulously selects students from certain Nigerian universities to undergo intensive career and leadership training. These scholars are chosen based on their demonstrated academic excellence and well-rounded profiles, encompassing both professional and extracurricular achievements. At its core, the NHF is dedicated to nurturing the next generation of promising leaders in Nigeria. Through empowerment, training, and mentorship, the foundation strives to equip Nigerian youth with the skills and mindset needed to shape the future. As part of this transformative program, scholars are invited to an orientation week in the vibrant heart of Lagos, Nigeria. The benefits of the NHF scholarship are truly invaluable. We're talking about access to world-class leadership and training sessions featuring speakers from top companies like Visa, Ernst & Young, Korama Capital Management, WIPO, and other top-tier institutions. Scholars get to network with peers and mentors. There's also the possibility of internship and job opportunities with partner firms, fully funded participation including flights and accommodation costs, exclusive job alerts, and opportunities curated by the NHF. So guys, let's get into my experience during the orientation week. So we arrived on Saturday, after which we were directed to our rooms. Each of us was assigned a room. The NHF graciously covers the cost of accommodation and transportation all through the orientation week. For people coming from far distances like Enugu and Kano, the NHF also covered their ticket fees. After giving us some time to settle in and giving us food, we made our way downstairs for the first session, where I met the scholars for the first time. We engaged in various activities, including one where we had to build a tall tower using spaghetti sticks, strings, and tape. We also had a session where we set SMART goals and we used the Wheel of Life. All of this took place on Saturday. We had most of Sunday morning free because of delayed flights of some other scholars the day before. We were not allowed to leave the hotel premises, so if you wanted to attend church services, you had to do so online. On Sunday, we had several sessions. In particular, the evening session took place in a banquet hall where we were provided with a buffet spread. The purpose of this session was to teach us proper dinner etiquette, including how to use cutlery, how to conduct ourselves during a formal meal. We had the opportunity to practice what we were taught with a full course meal. And all activities from Saturday to Sunday took place within the hotel premises. So Monday marked the beginning of the real work. We had to be at the training center by 8 a.m., which meant leaving the hotel by 7. Consequently, breakfast had to be squeezed in between 6 to 7 a.m. And for me, that meant waking up around 5, as I wanted to pray and read the Bible and other stuff. I'm not a person who eats breakfast so early, but I did that for this week. Apart from the intensity of the training we're receiving, having breakfast early also allowed us time to sit and eat with other scholars. So after getting my food, I sat down with a couple of scholars I had not met before. It was truly interesting speaking to people from all around the country, hearing about their diverse experiences and interests. It was really delightful. So following breakfast, we headed out for the roll call. So every morning, our names are checked off a list to ensure that everyone was present and no one was being left behind. Once checked, we filed into buses that would take us to the training center. Not that bus, these buses. Last year, the training center was at a landmark, and if you've ever been there, you know that landmark is really beautiful. So yeah, once we got to the training center, we settled in. The speakers they bring to teach are all industry experts. A question I receive sometimes is whether past NHF scholars are brought in to teach. The answer is no, at least for now. The facilitators you get are people who have years of experience on the job. We're talking about HR managers from top companies, partners from renowned firms, directors, and that kind of stuff. These are the kind of individuals they bring to speak to you, to provide valuable insights from their extensive experience. During the session, you cover topics like career development, workplace conduct and ethics. And after a few sessions, we had a tea break where we were given tea and finger food and all that. Then you go in for some more sessions, and after those sessions, you go in for the lunch break. And I should just say that all the food they gave was so good. I mean, every day was a hit. After lunch, you still go in for even more sessions. So guys, the schedule is tightly packed and they keep time to the T. If something is 5 minutes, best believe you're spending just 5 minutes on that thing. So after a full day and even more sessions, we would head back to the hotel, usually in the evening around 7-ish in the evening. And at the hotel, we were served dinner and then dismissed for the day. On Tuesday, a director from Koramo Capital conducted a session on Excel. It was really intense for me, but luckily I was surrounded by solid guys, so I managed to scale through. Shout out to Ayorinde, Eniola, Orire, and Victory for their support. Following that, we had more sessions on effective communication and business writing. For you guys, it is not all work. Later that day, the NHF organized a social night for us. Shout out to our able hosts, Livinus and Ife, and all the other members of the social committee. It was a night of clean fun, guys. We kept it cute, we kept it PG. There was no alcohol involved, just a group of scholars letting steam off. We played a lot of games. There was some dancing involved. Not by me, because I can't dance to save my life. Moving on to Wednesday, we had even more sessions scheduled. We had sessions on interview preparation, CV writing, and public speaking. Additionally, a delegate from WIPO came in to talk to us about intellectual property rights. At some point during the day, we were divided into groups and taken on a tour of the landmark ecosystem. Groups were I think maybe 10-15 people, and we were taken on tour we had a tour guide, which was a person who worked at landmark and could answer some of the questions we had about the structure, the facilities, and all of that. So shout out to Mr. Daniel, I believe his name was really nice, perfect gentleman. So yeah, this is landmark. I'm just going to allow you guys to watch the footage. Really beautiful. I mean, they even have a school there. They had a lot of activities for children. They had on the beach itself, they had food stalls, play areas for kids, go-karting, VR, activities and swimming pools and all of that. It was like so beautiful, so beautiful. So the question you probably have at this point is whether we were allowed to participate in any of these activities or maybe even enter the water. No, the answer is no, unfortunately. I mean, it's still a work event, right? So it was a learning experience. The idea, I think, was to expand our mind, give scholars as much exposure as possible to see what is possible with vision and also the right implementation plan, which is really what I got out of it. I was really inspired by the visionary of Landmark and also his ability to bring the best minds together. Again, the NHF Orientation Week is not a vacation, guys. It is a work-related event. They do take care of you and they do all these great things in front of you, but yeah, it's not a vacation. So I'll allow you to enjoy the footage of Landmark Center, but if you're not interested, you can click on the timestamp to take you to the next segment.
Like a truck.
Someone was asking about the size. I don't know if it works and it feels that big yet. These ones have a communal pool, and the beach houses have their own individual pool. These are all of them. And then those, yeah. So I would like us to actually give them some space to pass.
I will never be broke in my life.
After the tour, we went back to the center for even more training sessions and lunch at some points, and then more training sessions. At the end of the day, though, we were treated to a movie night. We saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny in 4D. It was my first experience watching a movie in 4D, so it was fantastic. I'm not a fan of Indiana Jones. I didn't even understand the movie, guys. However, I was with my guys and, there was a lot of fun. We had so much fun watching the movie. Plus, it was 4D, so everything is interesting in 4D. So Thursday was the most intense for me. We had assessment center activities, group presentations, and mock interviews. This is my friend Tohib pacing around trying to memorize his elevator speech. When I say that day stretched to me, I mean in fact, I don't even really understand. I even ended up crying that day, but maybe I'll talk about it in another video. The good part is that I learned a lot that day, so I'm grateful for that experience. Friday, on the other hand, was possibly the highlight of the entire week. Man, I love the LBS so much. We visited the Lagos Business School and attended sessions on global mindset entrepreneurship by some of the lecturers at the business school. This particular session by Dr. Emeka Azenge and also Dr. Henrietta, just totally great lecturers. Like, I was just thinking that if this is the way they were lecturing us all my time in university, I probably would not have forgotten any concept because they were really good. I mean, the delivery was just great. After a session, we were given a tour of the Lagos Business School. It was really a beautiful campus. The library was great. I mean, look at it. So beautiful. I feel like I've said beautiful a lot in this video. Yeah, now because all these places are beautiful. I mean, is it just me? Very nice. Anyway, Sha, we took a tour of the Lagos Business School as I stated, and afterward we came back for a tea break, I guess you would call it, but we just had finger food and we're back for some more sessions. After the training sessions, we were served lunch before returning to the hotel. Oh, I should also mention that on Friday we had a karaoke night in the evening. I don't have footage of that, unfortunately, so. Saturday was a truly remarkable day. We attended the Nhef Higher Education Forum, where we had the privilege of listening to key players in the industry. This forum brought students and lecturers together to discuss advancing education in Nigeria. The lecturers also represented their schools in a competition where they competed for a smart board. It was really funny when UI came to present and they now ended with the school anthem. At the end of the day, we still did not win, which I don't know, everybody was using us to catch crews. Well, it's fine, we're still the first and the best. Bayero University won the competition, and rightfully so. They did so well, like everybody agreed that they did so well, so this was us just like cheering them on. After the forum, we proceeded to the closing dinner at the Federal Palace Hotel. It was a really great event. Great food, great ambience. We had the opportunity to engage in conversation with interesting people. It was also here that we were presented with our certificates. As you all know, some good things have to come to an end. So Sunday marks the end of the orientation week. Sadly, we had to leave the hotel, so we had the final breakfast with the guys in the morning as we checked out. The people who came in by flight covered by the NHF also returned by flight, but for some of us who came by road, we also returned by road. In conclusion, guys, my experience was nothing short of enlightening and enriching. In the words of Ayorinde, it was
mind-blowing.